What's going on, Landroom Lizards? Shane here from Escapism Australia. I'm just about to head off on a 3-day adventure down the beach. I'm going to keep going until I either run out of time or I got no more room for fish. The plan is to catch tailor, mulloway, maybe do a bit of snorkeling, see if we can get some crays off the beach, and definitely we're going to do some cooking of whatever we can catch. So stay tuned, sit back and relax, grab yourself a couple of beers and enjoy while I show you what it's like on the north coast of Geraldton. See you there. I've had my first problem already. We haven't even really got on the beach yet, and that's the first time I've done this with this rig, with this trailer and the bike. And what I found is that as soon as I get into soft sand, the bike's just digging straight down. What I did do is I've let the tyres down on the trailer. You can see they're quite low now. I'm hoping it's not too low, it's going to damage the tyres. I've also dropped the pressures on the quad bike, but I might have to drop it a little bit more on the quad bike, because you can see they're not really bagged out. Back ones are, front ones not so much. So I might just let a bit more out of the fronts, and I'll give it another go down here in the soft sand where I just got pretty badly bogged. But if this doesn't work out, we might be calling rescue straight away. Riding with a four-wheel motorbike on the beach is a whole different kettle of fish to driving a four-wheel drive on the beach. In a four-wheel drive, you just let your tyres down to 18-20 psi, pretty much go anywhere, take it easy, to avoid obviously being too close to the water, because you can get some real soft muddy spots and air pockets under the sand. But normally up on the sand dunes where all the other cars are, no worries. But something that I didn't expect was that towing a trailer behind the quad was going to have so much of a drag on the bike. So I guess I just got to give it another try. That's a whole lot better. You have a look at my tracks, you can actually see how my tyres are now floating on the surface of the sand rather than actually digging in. And if you have a look at this sand, there's no hard ground under there. That's just soft, powdery sand. Let's continue, see what we can see. We've got a freshwater creek or river here which empties into the ocean when it's been raining heavy. You can see the wash on the ground there where it's been running through. It's still wet. Not 100% salty, but definitely too salty to drink. There's a track running up alongside the creek up through there. I'm going to follow that up and see if there's a water hole up there or something. Come a little bit further up the stream now. Still the same body of water though, so I'm guessing almost 100% this is still going to be really brackish. I'm not seeing any fish life at all. Don't know what happened to him. Not very alive anymore. Just having a look at some of the plant life along this foreshore here. This plant here, which is known as a samphire, this is actually edible. You get the young green shoots like that, and it sort of tastes like lettuce with too much salt on it. So what you can do with this stuff is just cut it up finely and put it on a salad, or as part of a tossed salad mix, and it gives a unique flavour. You don't need as much salad dressing because of the salt content in it. It's actually not too bad. And yeah, I think we'll give this place a miss. There's nothing much here, no fish, not worth hanging around here, so we'll head down the beach. I've just come up the beach a little way to show you this situation here. This is the problem with this coast at the moment. Anywhere you go, apart from the goddamn flies, you got this. Now the problem with that is trying to fish out there. Bring your line back in with a fish on it, it's going to get covered in weed. Even just putting a line out there to sit after a few minutes, the weed's going to run down the line. You're wasting your time trying to fish this spot here. The only way to fish this is out there on a boat. There's another edible plant found on the coastlines all the way down the coast here in WA. It's called pig face. This one here is a bit dried out. We've had a really hot summer, so a lot of the plants along the beach have been pretty much hammered. But this here is edible just as it is. So I've read stories about guys that have actually survived by squeezing these, getting the juice out and drinking it, but the trouble with it is it does have a high salt content. It's got like almost like a, hard to explain, but it's very much like lettuce or anything like that, but it's very salty. Not as salty as samphire, but still quite salty. What you can do with this is, if you got sandfly bites or mosquito bites on you, or scratches on you, say you've been walking through the bush and you're covered in scratches, to prevent infection, you can just get the juice of this and rub it into your wherever your cuts are, and it'll prevent infection. It's a Noongar bush medicine trick. In a certain time of year, these will flower. You get a little red flower, you take it out, open it up, and inside there's a little fruit, which is one of the Noongar delicacies. Absolutely delicious. Wrong time of year, so I don't think we're going to see any, but if I find one, I'll show you. Let's keep going. About a couple of k's up the coast now. Come to this spot here, it doesn't look too bad. We've got this sandstone reef through here. You can see the currents washing in there and washing down over the top of this reef. And what this is going to be doing is bringing all the little bits of food and stuff over that reef, dropping them in front here, creating a little food pool, and then that's going to be taken back out in a current. You can actually see dirty water there where all this is going back out there via a rip. Let's have a bit of a walk, see what else we can see. They're not very big. Very, very sweet. Look down this rock pool here, you can see these little black things. Little periwinkles. This is a type of a sea snail of some sort. They're edible, pretty small, and not many of them. So we'll put him back. Found a crab. Not the edible type though. Honestly, there is any amount of rubbish on this beach. Seen fluoro tubes and bottles, cans and plastic. So it's a shame. This would have been a pristine environment one day. But everything just gets thrown over the side of the boat, forgotten about, and it ends up here on the beach. This could have come from anywhere. Indonesia, China. Everywhere you look, there's rubbish. Here's something I can use. That's probably drinkable water in there. Not that I want to drink it, but I meant to bring a water bottle with me so that I could just take water out of my water tank and have a bottle I can carry with me, because I forgot, left it in the fridge. So give this a clean out and it should be good to go. Well, I do like the look of this place, especially just over there, back behind that reef, but I think I'm going to push on, see what I can see. I'm really liking the look of this spot. Just over here there's a submerged reef. You can see it this time of day with the sun behind me. I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but with my polarizing glasses on I can see reef just through there. You can see there's no weed on the beach here. I reckon if I fish out there to the right of that reef, could be in for a chance. I'll probably set my swag up just here, camp the night. I think this might do me. I just had to change tack a little bit, had to change my hat. As much as I like the older Cobra, them flies, man, they are evil at the moment. So I've got the fly net keeping out of my face. I'm going to get set up. I've got a nice little recipe in mind for dinner tonight. Just got to catch some fish. Let's get into it. I was getting ready to go fishing, but I just thought I'd take a minute just to have a chat to you about this collar my dog's wearing. You notice around his neck, visually catching flies, he's got a collar on with an antenna. It's actually a tracking collar. So in other words, I know I can find him any given time no matter where he is, because I have a handheld GPS here which shows a map. And if you have a look on there, you should be able to see just there, that's him there. That's how I find him. If he takes off in the bush somewhere, no matter where he is in the world, I can find him. Also, another use for this GPS, if you go into the menus, some of you may have heard of Soluna tables. Now if we scroll through these, you'll find a menu item which says hunt and fish. You open that up and it tells you what sort of a day we're planning to have. It says here average day. It says the best times are between 4:49 AM and 6:49 AM, 5:49 and 7:22 PM. Sorry, AM. And then it's got 11:30 till 12 o'clock and 11:30 till 12 o'clock at night. So based on that, right now the time, I got no idea what the time is right now, but looking at the sun, I'm guessing it's about 11:30, 12 o'clock, something like that. I should be right for a little bit of a minor feeding session. Don't know really the science behind it, but I've used it in the past and it does tend to work. So anyway, I've rigged up a rod. Let's see if we can just pick up some herring or something in close. We're on. Took it pretty hard. Give me a little tailor. Herring maybe, or a bream. Here he comes. Ah. Look at that. That is what we call a dart, and they are nice eating, but I need a couple more. I like these pants. Instant shorts. So this is how it happens. I had nothing for about an hour. And then double hook up. Started with this little fella here. Cute little reef fish. He'll go back in the water. 2 seconds later the big rod goes off. Bang. First tailor. That's dinner. Woo. Here we go. Fishing's gone pretty quiet, but did get another nice tailor. So that's 2 nice tailor in my troubles. 1 dart. Flies have gone, thank goodness. I've got to go up and set up my camp so that I've got a swag to sleep in tonight. Nothing happening on the fishing scene right now, so while it's quiet, I'm going to go back to my camp, set up my swag, set up my bed, set up the lights, table, get the stove out, get the cooking gear out, get it all ready so that we can have a bit of a cook up in a couple of hours time. Let's do it. some beautiful fish fillets here. Fresh caught just over there. So what I'm going to do is just taking these off the fish. I'm just going to skin them now and take the bones out. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect. So next thing I'm going to do is just going to give these guys a little bit of a season. Not too much salt because they've just come out of the salt water. Just going to give them a light season and just a light coating of yellow pepper, my favourite. Everything goes good with pepper. Flip them over. The other side. Now, secret ingredient, za'atar. So this stuff here, this is sumac, oregano, thyme, marjoram, roasted sesame seeds and salt. You can look this up online if you want to get some, or I'll make my own. It's got a real strong lemon smell about it. Now you don't need much of this because it is quite strong, but we're just going to lightly coat them again, both sides. Awesome. Give it a nice massage in. Alright, I'm just going to leave them sit now for about half an hour or so. I'll let them marinate. And that flavour's going to go all the way through that fish. Well, that's it guys, sun is down. Better go up and start getting some dinner ready. All right, so here we are, chef a la carte kitchen. So this is a dish that I made up myself. This is not anybody's recipe. Basically all I'm going to do is I brought everything with me all pre-prepared. So I've got some chili here and some garlic, onions. This is some mixed herbs out of my garden, so I'm going to put that in. In here I've got some julienne carrot, some fresh tomatoes out of my garden, and this is amaranth, which is also out of my garden. I'm going to cook up all these items together in the fry pan so it makes like a salsa sauce, and then I'm going to take it out of the pan. Then I'm going to cook up my fish in the pan as you would normally, just fry it in oil, and then I'm going to put the salsa on top. Is perfect. That's exactly how I want it to be. Saucy and sort of all mixed in. All the vegetables are breaking down, so that can go off there now. Oops. The sand will be alright. Fish doesn't take long to cook. Cook through. Oh, you can really smell them spices. Wish you were here to smell this, eh? It's delicious, man. So nice. Za'atar spices, man. Just something unique. You ever get a chance to try, grab them out of your supermarket. see what it tastes like. You would pay top dollar for that. That is absolutely delicious. Glass of wine, of course. Thank you very much. Oh, this is living, guys. This is living. Very good. It's been a pretty mad day. I just wanted to mention these lights. I bought these the other day. Best idea ever. Super easy to hook up. I've got a little motorbike battery sitting in the front of that thing. You can change the colour so they're orange like this to keep the bugs away, or if you need to see, hit the switch, daylight. Brilliant. Anyway, that's me for the day. I've got a full belly and the dog's been fed, my bed's made. I'm going to go and lay down in my swag and listen to the sounds of the ocean and wander off to sleep and dream of what I'm going to do tomorrow. See you later. Pretty hard to think of a better place to be having breakfast though. Rice bubbles and coffee. Everything's practically packed up now, so the sun's just about to come over that hill up there before I get going. I'm just going to run my detector around this area. Bottle cap, ring pull. Have a look. Coronavirus. Aha. Sinker. That is the bottom part of an aluminium can. Treasure! And a bullet cartridge, 22 Magnum or something like that. The other half of that can, I'm guessing. Another sinker. It's one of those non-lead ones, environmentally friendly. It's going in my tackle box. Well, that's about it for me detecting along here. All rubbish apart from a couple of sinkers. Anyhow, we'll get cracking now. We'll head along this track. I've only come about 3 or 4 kilometres since I started yesterday. Well, hopefully between now and our destination we find another good fishing spot and a good place to camp. Let's do it. Find all sorts of things on the beach. My daughter will love that. Add it to her collection. And I am going to add this to my collection. I just had to stop and have a look at this. This is a mountain of seaweed, man. A huge mountain of seaweed. Oh, look at this. And the smell, if only we had smell-o-vision. Look at this. If all this weed wasn't here, there'd be a good fishing spot just in there. Can't fish this. Something else I'll show you while I'm here. This sort of weed here, this is like kelp. That's edible. You get the fresh stuff that's just come off the reef and you just chop it up, boil it up, and you can eat that just as it is. It's not bad too. I've eaten it a few times, especially in like a Asian stir fry of some sort. Just chop it up, throw it in there. All right, we better keep going. We've got some miles to make up today. More rubbish. Truck wash. This one's full. Could be some sort of poison. Engine oil. Prawn trawler out there or something, or a cray boat probably has been doing an oil change and that's it. Hang it, we'll just dump it over the side. Stuff the environment. even though that's what they make their living off. Disappointing, guys, very disappointing. Imagine you're on your boat out there and you're flying along doing 30 knots. This is floating in the water and you hit it, bang, rip your boat to pieces. Sea urchin. Sponge. Some sort of wreckage here. I think this could be the remains of an old boat. Pretty sure it is. See the ribs there? All the crayfish ropes stuck on it. Just left here to rot, like everything else. How's this for a front yard? I don't know if you can see up there, or you probably can't because the sun's in my face, but there's people standing on the veranda of a house up there on the hill. Lucky guys, eh? There's the beach. There's the beach house. This is their fence just here. Good luck to them. I'm sorry if you can see them. All them little yellow dots on the weed. Buddy's chasing them. They're ghost crabs. Have a look at this fella. Buddy's got him rounded up. All of them down here, right into the water. Lots and lots of them. Well, these little fellas are actually edible. Let's see if I can catch one without getting bitten. There we have him, Mr. Ghost Crab. Now they're actually really sweet. I've eaten these a few times. And but yeah, they get hold of you and they can bite. The other thing you can do is at night time go for a walk out on these rocks here and you'll get octopus and even crayfish. I just spotted a cave up there. You probably won't be able to see it. Right up there. I'm going to it's a bit of a hike, but I'm going to go out there and have a look, just because. had to have a look. Ooh, that's steep. Do not want to lose your footing here. Come on. It's another tree that I've heard is edible. Has flowers there. The actual tree itself is not edible, but when it goes into fruit, you'll get these little red berries on here. I was told originally that they're poisonous, but I read somewhere that the red berries that are on these are edible. And these trees are really easy to pick because of all the nasty spines. They make a mess of your legs when you walk through them, I can tell you. Done. Well, this is where I was planning to fish and stay tonight, but there is no chance of fishing here. Completely weeded out. This is called Jackson's Hole. The legend has it that a bloke by the name of Jackson, or his first name was Jackson, or his last name was Jackson, I don't know, but he came down here and committed suicide here, and that's why they call it Jackson's Hole. I don't know. We won't be fishing here tonight, I can guarantee that. We'll go for a bit more of a drive up the beach and see what we can find. Got to collect some firewood though, because we're going to have a fire tonight. I got a special treat planned for dinner. I can't wait. Right out in front here, there's some reef just there, and across the back through there. I think I might go out there for a bit of a swim and just have a bit of a look, see what we got. This will be interesting. Buddy's never seen me do this before. I've never seen Buddy go in the water any more than about waist deep, so this will be interesting to see if he follows me in. Here we go. fully in the water, but I can't see anything, man. I can't see that far in front of me, so waste of time. Never mind. Our snorkeling was a bit of a fail. But before we get going, this is where we are now. I like to show you something. I call this place here, I don't know, someone else has probably got a different name for it, but I call it Pet Cemetery Beach. I've fished here before, done alright, camped here with the family. It's a good little spot. There's a good camping ground just over the other side of that hill there. They're protected, but protected from the wind. But anyway, just here we've got some old crosses. This one's falling apart, but that's a dog's collar, so I'm guessing this is can't even swim this. Can't read what it says, but anyway, someone's pet. And if we cruise along over here, another one, old girl, another one here, old mate, Baz. We go further along, we've got KC, Shetler, Rusty. And this one here looks like, rest in peace, love Jenny, Scotty, Reef, Mila, Lucky, I don't know. It looks like it's Nitro, N-I-T-R-O, and it's rest in peace is halfway across. So yeah, a little bit of a pet cemetery here. Interesting. Coronation Beaches Pet Cemetery. Not that spooky. Come on. I knew there was some soft sand around. I'm in the back of these dunes, not far from Geraldton, just over there. Follow these dunes around. I've come up this steep one and got to the top, and that's it. That's all she wrote. So I guess I'm just going to have to try to maybe just try and dig this side out a bit here to start with. Got it. All good. I found another track just over here. I just got to reverse down this hill, and that could be a problem because it's very hard to reverse a trailer with this short of drawbar down the hill without jackknifing it. So gently, gently. Made it. That was a bit gnarly, but we got through. Down on the beach now. First though, I'm liking the look of this water. It looks a lot clearer than what it was earlier, so I'm going to don the diving gear again, snorkeling gear. I'm going to go out there and have a look, see what I can't see. Expert now. Do it all along. You just had to try, didn't you? Hey? So, just a little update. So I went for a swim out there. The reef, had a look around, had a duck under a few of the shelves and stuff. Surprisingly enough, I didn't see any crayfish. I thought for sure there'd be crays there, but didn't see any fish, only little bait fish and that. Just putting some sunscreen on, man, because it's getting pretty gnarly out here with the old UV. So decided not to camp here because since I've been here I must have had maybe 15 cars go past between me and there, and if I'm fishing here later, I've got a fishing rod out, it's going to be a bit of a problem. And besides that, after having a look for a swim there, it doesn't look very fishy. So what we're going to do, we're going to pack up and head further down the beach, see if I can find another spot. Alright, so I've been up and down this beach a couple of times. I look that way, I look back that way. It's only about 10 minutes to where my pickup point is down there for tomorrow, so I've come back down the beach. Spot just here, bit of a hole at the back there, not much really going on. Some reef over there, bit of reef over there. Hopefully it'll bring the fish in. If I throw enough burley out there, hopefully it'll entice them in. Got a little bit of a flat spot here I can set up camp, so this will do us for the night. I'll light a little fire here later and cook up, but this will do us for the night. Got a little shelter set up. Thinking is we've got a southerly coming through, that wind that way. This will ramp the wind over the top. Nice sheltered spot in there. I'm going to light a fire here later and cook up. Right now I'm just getting a bite to eat for lunch. Just a quick bite. And sometimes when you're camping, it's just easier to get the old harvest hearty Irish stew. This is actually delicious, man. Quick, easy meal. Can't beat the view. Found a pair of shoes on the beach. Someone's runners. Nike. My size. I'll stick them in the gel classifieds when I get home. In case someone's missing them. Probably expensive pair of shoes. Otherwise, they're my size. I'll keep them. not having much joy in the big rod, so let's just throw a little 1/0 hook, a little sink on the bottom like that. So I'm getting smashed to pieces by pickers. See if I can catch something small to put on as a live bait, or take the strip baits off, or maybe even suck in the pan. You never know. Here we go. Yep, got him that time. Here we go. See what we got. Coming in easy, it's not very big. Come on. Oh, nice little whiting, look at that. Beautiful. Now they are superb eating, but we're going to need to put him out on the big rod. So I just put the whiting out on that big rod there. If there's anything out there eating whiting, he's history. Meantime, we'll go back to the small rod and see if I can get some more. Well, when I got here there was no weed. This is what happened. Moving. Not shifting camp again. Well, after a very busy day with no fish and nothing to show for my efforts apart from tired, aching bones, I am now going to prepare the evening meal. So welcome again to Escapism Australia Kitchen. Once again, we are cooking up here on the beach. Tonight I'm going to be preparing some pork spare ribs. I'm going to cook them on an open grill on a fire, which I'm going to light right there. What we're going to do, separate all these babies. Look at that. And just for the information, these ribs were harvested from a pig that we grew at our property. Like a lot of the stuff I eat, it's all homegrown. So first thing we're going to do, salt and pepper, of course. Really simple recipe, but delicious. Now this is not garlic salt, this is Old Bay spice. I don't know if you've ever had it before. You can buy it online, never seen it in any shops anywhere. My old man bought this for me. I think he ordered it out of America. Anyway, we want to coat these babies with a copious amount of this Old Bay spice. This is blocking up. Easy way to do this. Look at that. Beautiful. Too good. Flip them over. More salt. Pepper. Old Bay spice. Massage that all in. I'm just going to let that sit and marinate for about an extra half hour while the sun sets. Then we're going to light our fire and we're going to cook it on the grill. To complement our pork ribs, I have, not sunscreen, in here I have one sweet potato, half a sweet potato actually. I'm going to wrap that up in foil. You'll notice that I had a layer of baking paper on my potato as well. The reason I do that is because I don't like alfoil touching my food. Some studies say this stuff causes Alzheimer's. Some people say I've already got Alzheimer's, or is that old timers? Anyhow, that's ready to go in the fire. And last but not least, got some water in here. I'm going to boil that up and throw a few greens in there. I'll put those in now.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la. She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
Right. So we got a fire, we got a potato, we got a potato in the fire. Woo! I'm gonna chuck the billy on. It's got my veggies in it. There. Have you ever seen a fire-eating dog? You are mad. He is mad. Right, I think the veggies are done. Take them out of the way. Oh yeah. Couldn't get them all in one hit.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side.
Look at that. Have a look at that. Oh, smells fantastic. Alright. One more thing. Sweet chili sauce, man. Time for the taste test. Look at that. Mouth watering. Oh my god. Right. I said this was going to be catch and cook. Well, okay, I didn't catch anything today, but I caught this the other day at home. This is a piggy that we grew up with, a piglet, and we bushed him the other day. These are the ribs. Beautiful. Nothing like homegrown food, man. No preservatives, no chemicals. Just 100% pure homegrown pork. Bit of a Calvin River Chardonnay. From our own southwest from Albany. Well, has been an awesome day today. I'm going to go off and eat my dinner. And then probably very close to retiring because I am very tired. Good morning. Day 3 after night 2. And had a pretty good night's sleep. But the wind came up last night. It's been blowing pretty hard most of the night from the east, which means my shelter's facing the wrong way, and I dread to get up and have a look at my camp. I'm guessing there's stuff blowing everywhere, but the easterly is flattened off the ocean. Just looking out my window, you just got that swell coming in, but it looks as though all the weed is gone. So what I might do is I might get up. Don't like my chances of boiling a belly in this in these conditions, but see what I can organise. I'm going to get up and see if I can make myself a cup of coffee, and then have a bit of a fish, and I'll be heading back to the pickup point at about 8-9 o'clock or something like that. Hopefully we get some fish before we go home. Here we go. Probably what I should do is just rearrange my tarp so that I can get some protection from the wind. But since I'm going home shortly, it's kind of pointless. So this is a temporary measure just to get myself a cup of coffee. And judging by that steam coming out of there, it's almost boiling already. So cup of coffee coming right up. Pretty quiet out there. My old granddad used to say, when it comes to fishing in relation to the wind, anything with east, fish the least. So northeast, southeast, east-east, and at the moment it is pretty much due east. So I don't know, maybe he's right. Pretty quiet. I have my own saying now: if there's too much weed, fishing is a waste of time indeed. This is where I had my fire last night, just here. Doesn't look like there's much left. Looks like it's gone completely out. No ash there, sand's covered it, all good. I want to show you something. for that. There's still some heat in there. I'm going to get another bucket of water, but my point is, when I leave this campsite, Mum and Dad come up here, pick the same spot to camp, walk around, little kids with them or whatever, and they step their foot in that, you're in a world of pain, and it's a serious situation. You're off to hospital and the weekend is destroyed. So whenever you've had a fire, you might think it's completely out. Until you pour some water on it, it's definitely not completely out. Or just get a shovel in there and dig it all up, turn it all up first, you know, and then cover it in sand. But just goes to show, man, I could have probably boiled my billy in there, no worries at all this morning. But yep, another bucket of water in there for sure. Safe to say that's out. Alright, camp is packed up. We are ready to go. But there's one more order of business before I go, that's why I've left the tarp open. I'm just going to run the detector around this area here, make sure I haven't lost anything. See if anybody else has lost something. You never know what you're going to find. But I can guarantee I'll be taking some rubbish out of here with me. Let's have a look. First swing I found this. This is the hook that I use to hang my billy off on the tripod when I'm having the fire, so lucky I checked. Cool. It's everywhere. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this place. All I found was the one bottle cap and this can on the beach, so that's pretty good considering this beach gets hammered compared to where I was yesterday. Anyway, I'll finish packing the trailer up and we're out of here. River mouth here. I'm going to have a crack fishing this. This actually broke over recently, and when it happens it opens up a channel and creates a bit of a hole at the back here. Probably really can't see it, but it is a bit of a steeper section through there, and often you get a lot of school fish hanging around. But what I want to try and do is get some bait, so got my throw net over here. Got a bit of old bait. All I'm going to do is smash this up, throw it in the water, throw the net over the top. About 2 seconds later, guarantee you we get some little whiting or hardy heads or something. Check it out. Nice, plenty of bait. It's pretty much instantaneous. Not a huge fish. Nice little water. Oops. There's a reason why they call him a slippery dick. He's going in the bucket. Well, looks like they've gone off the bite. Good spot though. I think I'll bring the family back down here and we can have a little bit of fish in this area, nice and calm, easy to fish. Anyway, it's been a fantastic 3 days to get away from it all and just experience the great outdoors. It's got everything you want. You can come down here and full drive on the beach and go fishing, camping. My time has come to an end. I've got to pack up, head back to the car park, meet the wife there. She's going to pick me up, load the trailer and the bike back